guys, it's me, SpongeBob number one fan 2003 here, and as you can see, I'm here with this super duper awesome vintage horror movie, and this one is called The Bad Seed, and I actually just got this a couple of weeks ago as a late Christmas present from my mom, and this is actually a really super cool movie, and I really love it. Okay, so this movie is about this young little 8-year-old girl named Rhoda Penmark who, seems like a really sweet young child who would never want to harm anybody, but in reality, she's actually a vicious, cold blooded, psychopathic killer. So, yep. Alright, so as you can see on the front cover, there is little Patty McCormack as Rhoda Penmark, and there is Nancy Kelly as Christine Penmark, who is Rhoda's mother, and then there is Christine down there again, and then there is this man down there named Leroy, and then there is Christine again. And right there it says the bad seed is the big shocker and a couple of other things about it, and down there is the cast. Well, yeah, just a little bit of the cast. And then here is the spine. And of course, the backside will have the description about the movie, and up here it says a chilling study of evil, totally mesmeric. And there is a little pink picture of Rhoda in her bed sleeping with her doll. And then there is a yellow picture of, again, Rhoda, but she's caressing her mother's face. And again, there's a description about the movie, and it actually has some special features in it, which is really cool. And the movie stars Nancy Kelly and introducing Patty McCormack. And it's actually based off of a novel, as you can see, so that's really cool. And this movie was made in 1956, it's not rated, and obviously this DVD is Region 1, and it's a black and white movie, and it's 129 minutes, so it's a little over 2 hours long, which is obviously very long. And I love how, like, Rhoda has, like, a really wide-eyed smile on her face, like, she's really wide-eyed and just looks really, like, menacing, which I just love that picture of her. And then, of course, here is the disc. It looks very nice and splendid. Looks very nice. It almost kind of matches the front cover, but, just a little bit different. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the Bad Seed DVD. And now I'll go ahead and tell you guys about the movie. So obviously so little Rhoda Penmark is this beautiful young 8-year-old girl, and she is cherished by her parents, Kenneth and Christine Penmark. And her classmate Claude Daigle actually wins this penmanship award, and Rhoda is furious about it because she really wanted to win it because she feels like she deserves it a whole lot more than he did. And then she leaves to go on a school picnic, and while her classmates are playing some fun little innocent games, Rhoda has a very menacing game of her own. She actually she actually tries to get the award from Claude, and he obviously refuses to give it to her. And she beats him with her shoes, and he's knocked unconscious, and then she actually drowns him in the lake right by the school picnic. And no one really saw her. Well, she thinks no one saw her. And then her mom hears it on the news, and she's absolutely devastated for Claude's family. And Rhoda is not sad at all about it. She doesn't show any emotion at all. But then Rhoda's teacher comes over for a little visit shortly after Rhoda gets home from the picnic, and she tells Rhoda's mom that she saw Rhoda with her classmates, and probably thinks that Rhoda had something to do with his death. But Christine refuses to believe that because her daughter would never want to hurt anyone. And then Claude's parents come to visit as well, and obviously they're really, really devastated about their son's death, and they're angry at the teacher for not watching him more, because they think that it was just an accidental drowning. And apparently then later in the day, Rhoda's mother finds the medal in Rhoda's bedroom. Christine finds the medal in Rhoda's bedroom. And let me try to think here. Just give me one quick second. Let me get my memory back on track. Oh yes, okay, so Rhoda notices that her mom saw the medal, and her mother demands an explanation. And Rhoda just tells her mom that Claude gave it to her moments before he passed away. And then Christine's dad visits, and obviously Rhoda's really happy to see her grandfather. And then after Rhoda leaves for a minute, apparently Christine actually had a nightmare about this lady who was also a psychopathic killer. And her father is terrified, and he tells Christine that she was actually adopted, and apparently her mother was a infamous serial killer, and they ended up executing her, so she obviously would no longer kill any people. But and they think that Rhoda probably got her killer instincts from Christine's late mother. And meanwhile, Rhoda is almost ready and Rhoda is just about ready to dispose her shoes that she used to kill Claude with. And then she she angrily almost bursts into tears and tells her mother that she did kill Claude, but she blames Claude for obviously winning the award. She angrily blames Claude and admits to her mother that she did in fact kill him. And she actually murdered another lady months before. And then Christine obviously tells Rhoda to burn the shoes. And then Leroy, the caretaker at the apartment complex, actually taunts Rhoda that he believes that she killed the little boy Claude. And Rhoda angrily says, "Give me those shoes back!" And then let me think. Then Leroy is horrified that and Leroy is horrified that Rhoda would do such a thing. He says, "You killed him!" And then, out of anger and horrified that the police will arrest her and possibly electrocute Rhoda to death, she ends up lighting Leroy's little room on fire, and then he runs out of there and burns to death while Christine watches in horror, and obviously Rhoda did that. And obviously Christina is absolutely hysterical that Rhoda struck again. And then while acting as calm as she possibly can, she talks to her daughter that night. And she actually gives Rhoda some new vitamins. And Rhoda says, "So many?" And then her mother explains that they're just, special new vitamins. So she gives Rhoda a lot of them, and after she takes them, Rhoda goes to sleep, and her mother obviously says, Rhoda is her daughter, and she won't ever have to worry about the police. And in reality, those vitamins were actually a fatal amount of sleeping pills, like a fatal dose of sleeping pills. And then Christine goes to another room and basically shoots herself in the head. So she basically tried to attempt murder suicide. So after she shoots herself in the head, obviously the gunshot sound, it basically alarmed the neighbors, and they call 911, and Rhoda and her mother are brought to the hospital. And obviously Kenneth, who is Rhoda's dad, is devastated about his wife and daughter. And Christine somehow survives the gunshot to the head and is in a coma, and obviously they got all the drugs out of Rhoda's system. And then that evening, Kenneth takes Rhoda home, and as he's tucking her in, Rhoda is excited that she'll get some lovebirds from from the nice landlady named Monica, who literally I forgot to mention because I'm a total idiot. But yeah, Monica is this really nice lady who in the beginning of the film actually gave Rhoda a pair of glasses and loves Rhoda dearly. And she told Rhoda that one day she'll inherit her lovebirds to her. And Rhoda's really excited and wants to kill Monica so she can get the lovebirds. Rhoda! So, anyways, that evening, Christine wakes up from her coma and calls her husband, and she wants to get rid of her, dreadful sins, and the couple says that they'll solve their problems together. Oh yeah, and I forgot that before Christine actually shot herself and tried to kill Rhoda. Apparently she actually threw the medal away in the lake where Claude died. And in the middle of the night during a thunderstorm, Rhoda actually goes out to the lake to retrieve the medal. And she uses a dip net to try to get into the water and get the medal out so she can finally have it all to herself. And then Rhoda's karma gets her. She actually gets struck by lightning and falls into the water and is dead. Rhoda actually dies at the end of the movie. And I was like, wow, Rhoda's sure to get her karma good. And apparently, at the end of the movie, they actually showed the cast members, like, Patty McCormack, Nancy Kelly, all those people. And it ends with Nancy Kelly actually spanking Patty McCormack's butt. And you can actually see the two actresses smiling. And obviously Patty's like, no! Ah! And then that's the end of the movie, and obviously no children were actually harmed in the making of this film. So yeah, that's actually pretty much it for The Bad Seed. I actually really like this movie. Oh yeah, and fun fact, at the end of the book, apparently Rhoda actually survived and Christine actually died. And obviously, at the end of the original book, apparently Rhoda is now free to kill again. But at the end of the movie, apparently they didn't want the criminal to get away with their crimes. So that's why they had to kill off Rhoda at the end of the movie by having her be struck with lightning. But anyway, that's actually pretty much it for The Bad Seed. I actually really love this movie. My favorite part about it was, I don't really know, to be honest. Patty McCormack was really good in this one. And I guess technically my favorite part would probably have to be when Rhoda got her karma at the end. And, yeah, I just really like this movie, and the fact that it's probably one of the first, like, killer child movies is actually really super cool. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So goodbye, everybody, have a great day, and peace out. Give me those shoes back! You better give them to me now! I'm sorry, bye.